Man, the New York Knicks have been eliminated for some time now. It's been about a week, roughly. And I didn't have it in me to talk about it. Hurts pretty bad, man. After coming off being the 4th seed last year, coming to this season with so much promise, signed Evan Fournier, signed Kemba Walker, brought him back to the Mecca. I was thinking that we were on to something. We were about to turn this into something. Shout out to Big Crit. It didn't happen. We decided to go Evan Fournier over DeRozan. Again, we signed Kemba Walker. We didn't address the point guard position. Well, outside of Kemba Walker. It's tough. It's tough. I'm gonna give a full season breakdown at the end of the season, but I had to acknowledge the fact that we are eliminated. But the sun don't shine forever. As long as it's here, this might as well shine together. And Obi Toppin has been shining. All right. If you watched my first videos, I've been screaming Obi Toppin has to get in the game. And in the game, he has. But before I do, I'll talk about the Nets, because that's what people want to hear about. The Nets game. I mean, let's be honest, man. We saw the writings on the wall. When you have two killers like KD and Kyrie that can instantly change the complexion of a game at a moment's notice, you are always in the game. Down 21 in the third quarter. And it's like they didn't even, if you go back and watch the game, when I was watching in real time, they didn't even seem nervous. They knew they were winning the game. Now, again, that could be a combination of just being so confident in your abilities, which you should be if you're Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But man, and then to hear Kyrie Irving to put these statements out saying that they were close to being Knicks, it's tough. I think he was trolling us, just like Kevin Durant was trolling the young Knicks fans, telling them take the jerseys off. That's tough. It's tough to see that and then still bring myself to have positive thoughts about the Nets. But it's still New York, man. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just turn a blind eye? I don't know. I don't know. And they definitely pouring salt in the wound with the extracurricular comments. So, but like I said, it is what it is. Once the regular season over, if I intend to talk about some Nets, I will. You see the hat in the back. It's New York everything, but you see the hat in the back. Anyway, so let's go to the youth movement. The positivity of us not making the playoffs and no longer being in the hunt. Since we're no longer in the hunt, these young guys need to be balling like Ben. So I took the liberty of writing down the numbers and minutes of our two most important players going forward that aren't RJ Barrett. So I want to make it clear, I didn't write RJ Barrett's stats down in the last couple of games because in my mind, if you watch the last video, we need to be offering him the rookie max extension this summer. RJ Barrett has been basically the only bright spot throughout the entirety of the season, leaving out the first couple months because they were pretty bad. But RJ Barrett has been the only bright spot this season. He's young, he's hungry, he's showing that. Again, I like the fact that he was still able to bring his points per game up to 20 because, again, the first couple months of the season, he was averaging about 12 points a game. For him to be able to raise his points per game all the way up to 20 shows that he had a stellar second half. He was putting the ball in the hole. His passing is getting a little better. The free throws, I need the free throws 75 and up. Really 80. But next year I need free throws 75 and up. But he's got a game, he's got the size, got the ability. I like what I see from RJ Barrett. He needs to be the focal point going forward. The second most important player, and I believe, as far as what we need to see develop growth-wise, is Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin needs to be showcased. What more do you have to see, front office and Tom? Tom, you got to pass what you was running getting hurt, which really, I don't even think he hurt. I'll be real with you. I don't think he's faking. I think he was basically told, like, hey, go ahead and sit the rest of the season out. We're not going to come back. It's not looking good. Go ahead and preserve yourself. Hopefully preserve it for a trade, because before I get to these numbers, I got to be honest with you. Tom Thibodeau or Julius Randle has to be gone next year. Those two guys can't come back next year. One or the other has to be gone. And the reason why I say that is because Julius Randle doesn't seem like he wants to be here. Now, again, he had the comments saying that it was fake news, saying it was a fake news report. Listen, when there's smoke, there's fire. All right, and I'm Smokey the Bear. Peeping the scene. I need him out. Him or Tom. Because the reason why I think we can work maybe with a new regime, because the new coach isn't gonna flat out give him a pass like Tom Thibodeau did this year. Tom Thibodeau gave Julius Randle a pass. The front office really gave Julius Randle a pass. But again, we're gonna get into that to the postseason. Obi Toppin's minutes the last 3 games. Let's get into it. Game against the Cavs. He played 31 minutes, 5 of 10 from the field, 20 points, 1 of 4 from 3, 9 of 9 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. It was a negative 18. Now, the 20 points on 10 shots, always a positive. Anytime you can get double the amount of shot attempts you made based on points, that's impressive. It shows that you're being efficient, you're getting to the basket, you're probably getting easy shots. That's the thing about Obi Toppin that I like a lot more than Randle. He gets easy shots and you don't have to run offense for him. He's just gonna run the floor, he's gonna play hard, play physical, and that's what I like. And then his assists, this guy can pass the ball. But then again, we gotta remember, coming from Dayton, he was the man. So he had the ball in his hands at all times. He was used to being dependent on, used to being leaning on. Come on, man. Four rebounds. Got to get your rebounds up, son. I don't like that. 4 rebounds is bad. But he played a good game. 31 minutes, I like it. Now, the Magic game was a game is very... I didn't even want to watch it. When playing the Magic, I knew we were going to win big because that's just in the Knicks' forte. But nonetheless, 118-88 victory. He played 35 minutes, 7 of 16, 4 from 10 from the three-point line. 2 for 2 for free throw, gave me 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and had a plus minus of 46, the highest since the stat had been created, if I'm not mistaken. At least I believe Bob Mute had a plus 50 for the Rockets about 5 years ago. But that's what I like to see again. Took 10 threes and made 4 of them. That's positive. Showing that he can stretch the floor, showing that he's confident to take 10 threes in the game. I don't care who's playing. That's impressive when you make 4. And it shows that you can shoot the ball. Shows that you're not just out there jacking them up. You're really shooting them all. The last game versus the Nets, tough loss. 19-5-3. 3 blocks of steal, plus minus of negative 10. 7 of 13 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Again, shooting the ball well. 7 of 13 from the field in general is just positive. 2 for 4 from 3, obviously 50%. It's positive. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. Obi Toppin needs to be showcased. And really, I know earlier I said Tom or Randle needs to be gone. As much as I hate to say it, same thing with Julius Randle and Obi Toppin. One of these guys can't be on the roster next year. Because when you have one, you don't fully have the other. You don't have the ability to fully showcase the other. You don't have the ability to give them either a chance to fully showcase what they can do for a team. When you're playing Julius Randle 40 minutes, you're not able to get Obi Toppin more than 25, because you're not even really wanting to play them together. So when you don't want to play them together, obviously that takes away a big standpoint, and that takes away a lot of momentum for the both of them. The next guy that I'm happy to see is getting a chance to flourish and really show his skills, Emmanuel Quickley. Emmanuel Quickley, again, I alluded to in the last video, I believe this guy shows star lead guard potential, not just a 6-man or an average starter. I think he's showing star potential. A guy that can make an all-star team, a guy that can shoot the ball, he can pass the ball. Like I said, he lets his shot set up the pass. He can stretch the floor. He plays tenacious defense. So again, I don't know what the numbers look like. I'm just going with the eye test. He competes on defense to a level that makes me believe that he can be a better defender. Not necessarily saying he's a bad defender, but I'm saying that he can continuously develop defensive tendencies that are a plus. I really like it. So let's go into the numbers. Again, against the Cavs. 17-7-7. 6 of 17 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. It was a negative 4. So again, especially if he can rebound the ball like that, getting 7 rebounds for a guy at his size, it shows he's a team player. Getting in with the trees, getting it in, I like it. 6 of 17 from the field. Same points as shot attempts isn't great. He's still a young player, still developing. When you still give me 7 rebounds, 7 assists, we can look past that. It don't matter. We go to the next game versus the Magic. Again, the game where everybody went freaky. Emmanuel Quickley got him some too. 20, 10, and 10, first career triple-double. And got it with a dub triple-double. Pretty impressive. plus 18 on the night, 8 and 19 from the field. Listen, Emmanuel Quickley can really play. I really like it. But again, with being a young player, you have the games like last night against the Nets. 6, 5, and 2, 1 of 8 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, negative 15. It was a tough game. Matched up with Kyrie Irving on a lot of the times, or even Steph Curry. Wasn't his greatest game, but again, we didn't play the second half. That was really worth mentioning. So I don't want to just put that all on a young guy. RJ Barrett didn't have that great of a second half either that he alluded to, he admitted to.
Of course I feel something. I'm in pain. I am in pain.
Which I really like about. I really like that RJ Barrett is very transparent. I like that he's willing to admit when things aren't going the way he likes. I like that he's willing to admit when he has a bad quarter, had a bad game. I like that. But again, defense with Quickley and Toppin. Really enjoy watching these young guys play. I hope that we're not going to package them into a deal. Either one. I personally think it's best to keep Toppin and trade Randall. I think with his youth and the style in which he plays, I think it's just more conducive to success with the mindset that we're building around RJ Barrett. I think RJ Barrett should be the focal point of the New York Knicks going forward. And Emmanuel Quickley and Obi Toppin should be his running mates. With or without Mitchell Robinson. Again, I've expressed I believe that I would resign Mitchell Robinson, but I can understand that if the ticket gets too high, you can't just match any number. So I get it. Like I said, when the season ends, I will go into more in-depth of my thoughts on where the Knicks season went wrong, what we could have done better, things like that in the future. So, be on the lookout. Like, subscribe. Don't hold me like you don't know me. Show me love. Send it to a buddy. I appreciate you.